Hi everybody and welcome to another tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to make the Star Puff bracelet. This was created by Tutorials by Leah on Instagram and on YouTube. She has a YouTube account as well. So this is what they look like up close. And I'm just going to bring up her profile real quick so you can see what her name on Instagram is. So here it is, Tutorials by Leah with two A's, sorry. So, pretty cool profile. She's got some cool bracelets. So definitely go check her out on Instagram, check out her YouTube account. You know, it's a pretty cool account. And I'm going to show you how to make this today. So, to make this bracelet, you're going to need 5 bar pins or 2 looms in this configuration. And the kind of staggered configuration going all the way down to the center and then all the way back up. You're going to need a hook, a C-clip, and 4 or 5 colors of bands. In this one I use 5, and this one I use 4. Today I am using 4. So I just alternated color. Whoa, that was weird. I alternated colors in the center. That's why I have 6 colors. But I'm going to do the same color in the center today. So let's get started. For the border, in this bracelet it's white, in this it's yellow. I will be using clear jelly. For the single chains in this bracelet, it's blue, and here it's gold. I'm using glow-in-the-dark white. For the starbursts in this in the center, goodness gracious, I'm using glow-in-the-dark purple. And for the kind of side or leaf bands, I'm using glow-in-the-dark blue. So let's get started. Take your border color bands. Take the first one from the very center peg, go out to the left, and go out to the left again. Take another 2 bands and go out to the right twice. Then take 2 more bands and go straight up twice on both sides, on the left and on the right. Then take 2 more bands and go into the center. So you're creating an even hexagon shape. So 2 out, 2 up, 2 in on each side. And you're going to do that 2 more times and it'll end at the very end peg. However, this only creates 3 sections, so if you want a full wrist one, you might want to use 4 looms to make a 5 or 6 section bracelet, I guess. Or maybe more looms. I don't know how big your wrist size is. Ooh. Hello. Little bands flying everywhere. Also, my star bridge tutorial, it wasn't my design. However, I did film it yesterday and I was trying to upload it, and it took 11.5 hours to even get to the processing stage, and the processing stage usually takes a while for me. So that's why I didn't have a tutorial up yesterday. Like, I had it all filmed and all ready to go. It's just that YouTube was being not very nice, so I couldn't get one up. Speaking of original designs, I will be uploading one of my own original designs soon, like in the next few days. So after you finish that, you should stop at this very top center peg, go back to the beginning of your loom. Now we're going to lay these single chain bands, so I'm going to take my glow-in-the-dark white, and on these 2 pegs here, you're going to do a single chain all the way down, and you will fill in this gap here. So just kind of to demonstrate, you'll go straight across the section, and then you'll go straight here as well. So you will fill in here. Oops, that is the wrong color. And you're just going to go all the way down to this peg here. Not the very end peg, just the end of the section. So you'll stop here and here. And now we're going to place the leaf bands on the outside. So I'm going to use glow-in-the-dark blue for that. And it's pretty simple placing. So starting here on this center peg, or on this left peg, this first outer left peg, you'll go in, then you'll go straight up, then you'll go in again, or out. Then again, go out, up, and in, using single bands. We're using single bands for the whole bracelet. So you'll have two triangles here, just like that, and repeat on the other side. Go out, up, in, oops, out, up, and in. And you're going to go to the next section. Again, go to that corner left peg and go out, then go straight up and go back in, or oops, wrong way. And it does matter the way that you put these bands on. Whoa, sorry. It does matter the way that you put these bands on because of the way we loop the bands. So I'm going to keep doing this for the other half of this section and for the other section ahead. So I'm going to do my last one. And the last one will just go like that. And now we can start placing these starburst bands here. So take your starburst bands, I'm using glow-in-the-dark purple. Go to the beginning of your loom, and you're going to lay a normal starburst, so starting on the center peg, going out to the 2 o'clock position. Then down to the 4, 6, 8, 10, ooh, that one's a darker color, to 10, then up to the 12. Then you're going to take another band and just do a single capping band on the center, just like that. And the reason we do it like this is because you will be pulling this band up, so just so you know. Then again, go out to the 2 o'clock. Oops. And the 4, 6, and 8, 10, 12, and put a cap band on. If you want to put your cap bands on at the end, you can. I'm just going to put them on as I go down so that I don't forget. So it's just the same thing all the way down your loom. You'll need to place 6 starbursts and cap bands for a total of 42 bands. That is if you're using the same color as your cap band, or the same color of your cap band as your starburst is. Oops. Oopsies. Can't believe I forgot to place one forward. and put a cap band here. And then putting my last cap band here. And I'm also going to place a clear capping band on this last peg. Just like that. Now it's time to start looping. So turn your loom around so that the arrows are pointing towards you. Get your hook, and it's time to start looping. So what you're going to want to do first is go underneath of this last cap band here, grab the top band, which is your starburst band, loop it forward on top of itself, go underneath of the capping band, and is also going to be underneath both sides of that band, the band that you just pulled up. Grab the top band, which, if you placed it correctly, should go down to itself and directly counterclockwise. Then grab the next one, should go to itself. The next one, go to itself. And you're going in a counterclockwise configuration of looping, I guess. So after you finish that, you may want to push these bands down on the sides, but this one doesn't matter on the center, or in the center, because you're just going to pull that one up and do the same thing. So you're just going to do this all the way down your loom. It's like a regular starburst bracelet. It just has more to it. Pull it straight up and pull it around. Also, if your band gets twisted, you can easily untwist it and just pull that top band forward. And keep pulling your bands out and down all the way to the end of your loom. Oh, my cap band just popped off. Oops. And I'm on my last section. Alright, so after you've done that, you may want to push your bands down just so that we have room to loop the other bands on top. After you do that, go back to the beginning-ish of your loom. You're going to loop out these now, these little triangle bands. So you're going to want to go underneath of the starburst band where your first triangle comes to a point here. Grab the top band, loop it back to itself. Make sure that you do it in this order because it is important on how you loop it. Then go underneath of the one that you just looped back to itself. Grab this, try to grab this one without letting it go. Loop it up. Then go underneath of that one that you just looped up. Grab the next one and loop it back towards itself, back on top of that starburst band. You're going to do the same thing again. So go underneath, underneath the starburst band, grab this top band, pull it back to itself, go underneath all of those bands to grab the bottom electric blue band, loop it up to itself, then go back in, grab that band, loop it down to itself on top of the starburst. You're going to repeat this on the other side, and again, make sure that you do it in this order because you have to do it that way to make the leaves kind of look even and nice. If it pops off, pull it back on, and continue looping this to the top of your loom. I almost messed that part up, but fixed it. You may want to push these bands down just so that it makes easier looping. Then you'll just go to the next section and repeat. These bands might be a little bit loose on your pegs, so just make sure that they don't slip off. Alright, once you have all of those bands looped, just make sure that your bands are pushed down. Go back to the beginning of your loom. Sorry, I have to untwist the band-ish. Anyway, now we're going to kind of be looping up these single chain bands. So, go underneath of the starburst band here. Grab the single chain band. Loop it forward. The starburst band acts as your capping band. Then go underneath, grab the other single chain, pull it forward, and just repeat all the way down your loom. Nothing special, really, you're just pulling the single chain up, but it connects your entire bracelet, so it's very important. And last one, up to here. Then go all the way back to the beginning and repeat on the right side. Or if you did the right side first, you're going to just repeat on the other side. And once you finish that, I just like to push down these bands that are connected to my sections and go back to the beginning, and it's time to loop the border. So go underneath of that capping band, grab the top clear band, pull it back towards itself, go back in, grab the other one, pull it out towards itself, Then go underneath all of the bands and grab that very bottom border band, pull it out to itself. Go all the way to the bottom, pull that border band up to itself. So, again, it's pretty simple looping. You're just grabbing that bottom border band and going up, just like you would, you're looping like a hexagon shape, just like we placed them. And of course, make sure that you loop both sides into the center before you start looping out the other side, the other section. Take your last extension band, stick your hook down through all of those. I know it's kind of hard to see, but you're just making an extension or a hook, or you're putting it on your hook. And I'm going to pull this off my loom, and hopefully it looks good. I think it will. I'm excited to see it in the dark, because it glows pretty much everything except the clear does. So this is what it looks like on both sides. It doesn't really matter what side you wear it on, just it's the same thing. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Make sure to check out Tutorials by Leah's Instagram and YouTube channel, and also I'll have her name in the description box below. And that's it for this video. I hope this uploads, and I hope to see you next time.